Okay, so it's kind of midway through. It says, "It may seem strange that any men should dare to ask a just God's assistance in wringing their bread from the sweat of other men's faces. But let us judge not, that we be not judged. The prayers of both the North and the South could not be answered. That of neither has been answered fully. The Almighty has His own purposes. Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must need be that offenses come. But woe to that man by whom the offense cometh." That's not the part I meant, just the part about saying, wringing your bread from the sweat of other men's faces. But then the other really famous one is, "With malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right, as God gives us to see the right, let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds, to care for him who shall have borne the battle, and for his widow and his orphan, to do all which may achieve and cherish a just and lasting peace among ourselves and with all nations." That's how he. It's the most honest appraisal of this terrible conflict that nobody expected to go on so long and be so fundamental in it, and how it was changing the nation.
Does that remind you of anything?
Yeah, really, that does. Yes, you're right. That's why it's kind of so powerful at this point. He talks very explicitly. So 1/8 of the whole population were colored slaves, not distributed generally over the nation, but localized in the southern part of it. These slaves constituted a peculiar and powerful interest. All knew that this interest was somehow the cause of the war. To strengthen, perpetuate, and extend this interest was the object for which the insurgents would rend the Union, even by war, while the government claimed no right to do more than to restrict the territorial enlargement of it. So anyway, it's interesting because everybody it's like gives you an insight into what people are thinking, that everybody generally realized that slavery was the cause of the war, but but it's like, I don't know, they didn't, but it wasn't explicitly, it was just kind of like a general feeling or knowledge.